Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic for another dose of gas. Yes, 5 genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles today by our favourite gas giants, Clover, Bill Murphy and Philip Newman, who post puzzles daily in the Daily Sudoku channel on the Discord server, and these are where they are from. About a month ago, I've been trying to go at a gas every 4 days because I've let them get away from me before, and here we are. Here we are indeed, looking at another batch of 5 and looking forward to it. Now, don't forget our gas app. Amongst all our apps, there is a gas app and there will be a gas 2 app, and they will be, well, the gas app is already available through the CTC gas app. You can download the gas puzzles, 60 of them, by these same, well, by the authors of the Daily Sudoku channel. And many other apps, of course, that you can try, as well as our merchandise. And you can join us on Patreon, where Glum Hippo's Hunt still has a little bit of time to go. So a day and a half or so, do give it a go if you haven't already. Now, what else have we got going on? Not much. There will be streaming again soon, I think. I'm not sure exactly what the schedule is. But let us have a look at these puzzles. And what I'm going to do, as usual, is go through what's been written about them on Discord by Clover, Bill and Philip, and that'll include the rules, and then I will have a go at the puzzles one by one. So we start with a puzzle called Tens Digit Product by Clover, who says, don't you think we Sudoku solvers spend too much time worrying about tiny differences between tiny digits? We really ought to pay more attention to the big picture. Think less 3 versus 4 and more 30 versus 40. Today's gas celebrates something rarely seen in Sudoku, the tens digit. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. That's 1 to 9 in every row, column and box. The value in a circle between 2 cells is the tens digit of the number you get by multiplying the digits in those circles together. For instance, a clue of 1 could separate the digits 3 and 4 because 3 times 4 equals 12. A clue of 3 could separate the digits 5 and 7 because they have a product of 35, which has a tens digit of 3. There was a tiny hint given, which I don't get to read, and that's fine. The dinosaur. So there are hat times. If you get this done in a certain time that's given under the video, you get a party hat. If you get it done in an even quicker time, you get 2 hats. And if you get it done in a slower time, you get a dinosaur, which this time is a 10-toed Technosaurus. I think, yeah, I'm okay on the 2 hat times. My streak goes on. And I'm hoping to extend it again today. I haven't had a 1 hat time or a dinosaur for quite a while, but saying that is just hubristic, and today will almost certainly be the day when one of my nemeses comes to bite me in the backside. And maybe this is it. We move on to Bill's puzzle, back to the ratio. And Bill says, "Good day, Sudoku fans. One of the most common questions in this channel is, how do I get better at solving? How do I improve my times? How do I get those sweet, sweet party hats?" To which, I love it. To which the most common answer is, of course, practice. My take on it is a little different. It's pattern recognition. Once you do enough variant Sudoku, and even classic Sudoku, you start to pick up the little tricks and you see the same things over and over again. It's how you know German whispers can never have a 5 on a line and alternates high, low, and of course 4 and 6 are incredibly restricted. It's how you know the effect of a digit in row 3, column 5 on box 5 in an anti-knight Sudoku. And it's how you know that certain killer cages are forced. It's how you know that standard black dots in crop key Sudoku must have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 8. Very good points. And building knowledge like that allows you to take the things that you know and flip them to variants and other puzzles you haven't seen before. Take today's ratio Sudoku, for example. It's not like any other we've had, but a lot of the same knowledge and skills will still apply. Remember that we're always learning. Making mistakes is a part of that, and it's never about where you start, it's where you end up. Good thoughts, Bill. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits placed in adjacent cells must satisfy the ratios where given. For example, if 2, 3 connects a pair of cells, and that's up here, isn't it? It must be either 2 and 3 in those cells, or 4 and 6, or 6 and 9. So the ratio applies, obviously. The dinosaur is a learning Lesomsaurus, I believe. I hope I'm reading that right. And after that, we come on to Philip's only puzzle in this set of 5, Cogito Ergo Sum to 5n. This puzzle has it all: a terrible pun for a title, a symmetric layout, a negative constraint, a smooth solve, asterisk, smooth solve guarantee applicable only in the contiguous Daily Sudoku team channel, YMMV. You must, what does that mean? I don't know what YMMV stands for, I'm sure I should know. And even some secrets, not that secret, hidden in the grid. Can you find them? But there's a double asterisk on the secret. Actually, that secret might also appear somewhere in the grid. Bonus hat to the first V solvers to find them. Okay, we can't compete in that. Today's guess is an XV-XV Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits separated by a V must sum to 5, by an X must sum to 10, and by an XV must sum to 15. All possible multiple of 5 pairs are given. If an adjacent pair of digits doesn't have a clue, the digits cannot sum to 5, 10, or 15. Ooh, okay. The dinosaur this time is a mysterious Megacervixsaurus. Megacervixsaurus. This is a real but informal name for a dinosaur which has not been formally named. Scientifically speaking, it is nomen nudum. Don't italicize it or the ICZN will come after you. Bit lost there. Right, we go on to Clover's second puzzle in this group, Consec Pairs. Good morning, friends, says Clover. Today's guess is a consecutive pairs Sudoku which comes with a friendly reminder that Sudoku Mahabharat just started. This is a puzzle competition run by Logic Masters India, so we're a month behind. So that probably means that round 2 of the Sudoku Mahabharat is going to be available shortly. Go to Logic Masters India. This contest is especially well suited for gas solvers because, unlike most Sudoku contests, this one allows online solving using PenPuz contest mode. Each puzzle is accompanied by a tiny and often quite approachable 6x6 version, so even slower solvers will find a lot to enjoy here. There's a link to the contest provided, and you get a bonus hat from the cowboy hat pile if you attempt it. And for today's guess, normal Sudoku rules apply, and digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. Not all possible dots are necessarily given. The dinosaur is a hotly contested homalocephaly. And there's one more puzzle by Bill again, round off Sudoku. It's my birthday. My birthday gift, says Bill, are linen for my bed in the new house, a sweet cloak, a knitted jumper, a woolen jumper, and Mark reading Wicked Wicked Junglist Massive in this intro eventually. What? Wicked Wicked Junglist Massive? I don't know. How old am I, you ask? For the 7th year in a row, I've turned 30. I cannot wait to turn 40 in 4 years. If that sounds weird, I hope it makes sense after you read the rules for this round off Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Cages show you the result of rounding the 2-digit number that they contain, read left to right or top to bottom, to the nearest multiple of 10. If a number ends in 5, it's rounded up. That is the standard convention. So numbers that could go in this box are, basically you read it as a 2-digit number, and it could be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 23, or 24. 20 and 22, not possible for Sudoku rules. The dinosaurs are come on Chabutisaurus, and those are the rules of the puzzles. And we will go back to puzzle 1, and I will be taking them on. Do try them on the links under the video. There's a link to both Play It in our software. That's a tiny URL link if you can't use that. There's an F puzzles link. Give it a try. These are going to be fun. So let's get cracking. Okay, so this is the digit product one. I forgot to check the rules. Oh yes, this is the tens digit. Right. So have we got any big ones? 40 there. 40 something. Is that a 6-8 for definite? No, it could be 6-7. Bother. Okay, 3 surrounded by... These have got to be from 4, 5 and 6, haven't they? 12, 15, 18. Right, so they are 5 and 6 in that case. That's a 4. Okay, this is a 5. So knowing that those digits, there's some here as well. So 6, they have to be 4, 5 or 6, and then we can just let Sudoku rules do their thing. Here, we must be up to 7, 8 or 9 surrounding these ones. So 7, same sort of thing. 7, 9, 8, 9, that's meant to be 8, and that's a 7. Same up here, 9, 8, 7 there, then 9 there. Okay, so that's dealt with quite a lot of them. Now, this can't be 6, 7. The high numbers available are 6, 8. And as soon as you drop below 5, you're not going to get this done. 8 times 2, no, 8 times 3 is 24. That's the only possibility now. 1 is never going to be here, is it? So this is a 2 or a 7. This is not the way to do it. Let's have a look at... that's a 4 by Sudoku with a 1, 2 pair up there. We get 8 and a 7, 9 pair. Now, 4 times 6 is 24, or 7 is 28. Either of those could be there. 4 times 8 or 9 here, but it's got to be 8 by Sudoku. 5, I think this is a 5 in the column. Oh, bother. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, that's all right. That's a 2, 3 pair. I was thinking there was no candidate here, but actually 2 works, because we can have 10. 5 times 6 or 7 to give 30 or 35. So that's a 6, 7 pair in the row. I don't know what to do with the rest of the row. There's a 1, 2 pair there. That's a 4, 5, 6. That 6 is going to sort out our 6, 7 pair. 6, 8, 4, 7, 5. 2, 6, 3, 9, 7. 4 in box 3 is there. That's a 1. It's a naked single now, I think. So that's 7. Now that's going to be interesting on the calculations. 7 times 2 is 14. No, it doesn't say. 7 times 3 or 4. So that's a 4. And then 7 times 5 is 35. That's the only possibility. Good thing I learnt my times tables in the past. Now that's 9 and 7. They've been resolved. This is one. I've got all sorts of 1, 2 pairs getting left behind. That is not. That's another 1, 2 pair that I've mistyped. 9 there. 8 and 7. Now what's this clue? 8 times 2 is 16. It's quite cruel in the same group of 5 puzzles that I've got to do a puzzle that does rounding and a puzzle that just does truncating of 2-digit numbers that are both celebrating the tens digit, but in very different ways. But I can cope, don't worry. Now, how about up here? 1, 7, 3. That's a 3. 1 and 7, that must be 9. This is going to get it all done, actually. I'm not even going to have to worry about the clue at the top, I don't believe, because Sudoku will finish me off. Sudoku will finish me off one day, hopefully not today. 1, 2, 1, yes. 2 and 6 to go in here, and they do work with that last clue, and the time is 4:11. And if I know the times, that'll get me 2 party hats, and I can go back to the ratio with Bill Murphy next. So these are the ratios. Now, I'm expecting to be okay at this. We'll see. Okay, let's get cracking. That's got to be a 5, 7 pair. This is 3, 4 or 6, 8. Don't know. This 1, 5 pair has to be 1 and 5. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does, because there has to be a number divisible by 5. Right. 7 and 5 there. That must be a 2, 7 pair. This can't be a 7, so it's a 2. That becomes 6. No, it doesn't. It becomes 3. That's 6. This is going to be 1 or 4. Sorry about the importunate buzzer. Sounds like I'm going to have to go and answer it. That's very annoying. I'll be back in a sec. That's okay. I didn't have to answer it. Right, where did we get to? Oh, look, 9 separating a 5 and a 7 down there. That's fine. 9 with an 8 there and a 6 there. That's all done. This must be a 5 given the shared digits in the ratios given. That's a very straight fill in. I suspect this is going to be a 1, but I don't. Yeah, 5 must be on the outside. It is. That's really very straightforward. That's become a 4. So those pluses in the outer boxes have been done. 9, 5 can go in there. I mean, this is very straightforward, I think. 6, 8, 9 are the triples there. That can't be 9. This is 3 or 4, so it must be 3. Sorry, just trying to get those in. That's a 2 by Sudoku, so we suddenly switched to Sudoku from the maths. This is 1, 3, 7. I can do the 7. 3 and 1. Now that could be a 6 or it can't be a 2, so that is a 6. There we go. That becomes an 8. We've got a 2, 4, 5 triple. 8, 7. That's a 6 and a 9. That's a 1 and a 3. That's a 2 and a 4. 1, 1 and 7. 6, 7, 9, 1, 5. That's a 4. There does seem to be a lot of symmetry about how these boxes unwind, which is very nice for me. That's a naked 9. That's very helpful. 7, 6, 9, 6 and 8 up there. That's a 1, 5 pair, which gives me a 1, 5 pair in the column. 7 and 9 in the column. Yes, that's an 8. Can now do these 5, 5, 1. I don't think I'm going to need all the clues in the central box at all. Might be wrong about that this time. This 1, 4, 5's been done. Now that's got to be an 8. I'm not even looking at the clues in the central box in the hope that I can do this without using them. 4, 2, 7, 5, 8. So we've got 1 and 9 down here. 3 and 6. Well, that's 9. 9. So I might be wrong now. Oh no, look, I can do 8, 3, 2. That fixes 3 and 2. I can finish off and then I can check. There we go. So the solution is correct. 3 minutes 20. Now I can check these ratios in the center. They do work. They weren't needed. Maybe that one was because I used that early. But that's really very straightforward. These pluses, I mean, they basically were all shouting the common digit. Even that one, which didn't have a 9 in that ratio, was shouting what the common digit was. So not too hard. Thanks, Bill. Thank you. Right, now, cogito ergo sum to 5n, xv and xv. There are different means for xv Sudoku, but it's always worth reading the rules, therefore. And there is a negative constraint. So all possible multiple of 5 pairs are given. That's probably how we can have a gas with only 4 given digits. Let's go. Okay, so all the low digits are in those cells, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is an XV pair without 7. That's 6, 9. So this high digit is 7 or 8. That's 2 or 3. So is that. This is also 7 or 8, but it must be 8. So that's a 1, 4 pair. This is not a 5. Yes, 5 can always go in any cell where it's the only one in its box that's not an X or a V or an XV. 5 can never be on any of them, which is interesting. That's a 1, 4 pair. Now, I don't know what that XV is, but the other two X's, the 9 can't be on the other X's, so it must be on the XV. That's the way to look at that. This can't be 2, 8 because of that pair, so they're from 2, 8. This is part of 7, 3. The one on the XV is a 7. Just mistyped something there, but we fixed it now. Down here. 5, 7, 3, 2, 8. That is 1, 4, 6, or 9. So all of those cells are from 1, 4, 6, and 9 in some way. So that is now a 7, 8 pair. Interesting, that did work. This must be a 2, 3 pair, because one of those is low. I kind of stuck there. These are also from, well, these are from 1, 4, 6, 9. So the one on the V is 1 or 4. And now that's a 6, and that's going to sort them all out. 1, 9, Those can't have 9 or 1 in, they're all from 4, 6. And up here at the top, what do I know? That can't have 2 or 3 in it, so that is also from 1, 4, 6, 9, but here it must be 6, 4. So that group of cells is from 6, 4. The V is a 2, 3. The XV is a 7, 8. This is a 1, 9 pair. The 9 goes on the XV. And that's most of the clues done. Interesting. The rest is classic, although we've got a lot filled in. That is a naked 5 because of the 7, 8 pair. In fact, let's use that 7, 8 pair to fill in 9, 2, 6, 3. Very helpful in the row. 2, 8, 6, 3, 5, 9. That has to be a 1. We can put 4, 7 in there. 1, 8, 5, 3, 6, 4, 3. I'm looking at the column. I can do 5, 9. Let's nip along the row and do 7, 5, 3, 6, 4. Now, I can't finish that box off. I probably can't finish this one off either. Oh, I can put 3 there, 6 there, 7, 4. So now I can finish off this box. 8, 1. I probably could have before. 2, 6. Now I just need to resolve all my pairs. 4, 6 pair, 9 or 5, 4, 6. That can't be 2 or 8 given the contents of this box. So it's 3 or 7. What about here? 5, 9, 1, 4, 6. Again 2, 8. So that's from a 3, 7 pair. 3, 7, 2, 8, 4, 6. So this is a 1, 5, 9 triple. Oh, this is a weirdly symmetric puzzle. I still haven't quite broken in, actually. Ah, the negative constraint, which I'd forgotten. 7, 8 would be impossible there. That one use of it, I have a feeling, might be enough to get a lot of this done. We will see how far that ramifies around the grid. 7, yeah, that's done that pair. Now, I'm going to have to do it again, because I'm at an impasse. That can't be 8, 2. That'll do. That'll be enough for me, I would think. No, it won't. That only sorted out the 2, 3s, and I could have done them before. Right. Where do I get the last clue from? Oh, somewhere it's obvious, isn't it? Come on. 6, 9 is not possible by the negative constraint. That'll do it. 4, 6, 4. That 6 gives us 9, 6. That gives us 1, 9. Negative constraints are fine, but they're quite hard to use at pace and under pressure. So just finding... Oh, I didn't get a tick. Oh, I've got problems now if this is not right. Oh, I've got 2 6s in the top row. Is it just a misprint in row 1, column 1? Yes. Whew! 5 minutes 12. Okay, a misprint I can live with, and at least I could find it quite quickly. Wow, that was terrifying. Right, consec pairs by Clover. So we get just crop key, no negative constraint, very important. Let's get cracking. So that's a 9. In fact, this must go 9, 8, 7, 6 because it's a sequence. That's the only 4-cell sequence. These are all 6 and 8. Yeah, I mean, I can... Each of these numbers that has the 2 dots around it must have the same 2 numbers surrounding it. So they can kind of be filled in and sometimes disambiguated immediately, like 5 and 7 there. 1 and 3 up here. I don't think it's obvious. Oh, this is the other 4-cell sequence. Right. That's 3 and 5 surrounding it. That makes that a 1. This hasn't worked. How can I have done this wrong? This is absolutely straightforward. Because I wrote a 3 there, that's how. Okay, that's fine. That becomes a 1. Yes, that has worked. Now, this is 2 or 6. Don't think I know which, but I can probably... No, I can finish 1 cell in that box. I can't do that. 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8. That is a 9 because it sees a 5 somewhere in the box with a 4, 5 flanking outside it. 1, 9, 3, 4, 5. No negative constraint. Don't try and use that. Okay, that's a 3, 4 pair. This is a 1, 2 pair. I can write them in. And the 4, 6, column 2. Thank you. That's become a 5. 7, 8, 9 still to place in box 1. 5, 1, 2, 7, 6. That is a 9, 5 pair. And in fact, the 9 must be there because of the 3, 5 pair. Again, it's just a matter of everything they see and me happening to spot that in time to use it. That's not a 9. In fact, that's an 8. Okay, so that resolves all of that. That's a 7. It doesn't fix all of that. We've got 2, 7, 6 in these cells at the top. 5 and 9 to fit in there. 7 and 8 down here. I can do those. Now, this row needs a 9 and a 3. Okay, the boxes tell us which is which. That's a naked 1. That's a naked 8. Okay, so good. That 9 is giving me all of the remaining. Oh, Mark, what have you done now? You've written 1, 2, 1. Gosh, what a mess. That's a 3. That fixes 1 and 3 over that side, and this is a 1, 4 combination, which I can now write. I think that's the fix, and I'm not at all sure. This could be a horrendous mess, or I might just have rescued myself, which is really not a dichotomy you want to be in all that often. 6, that's a 9. 8, 5, 7. I mean, there is, I think it's about 50-50 whether this is absolutely horrendous and I've completely messed it up and I'm going to have to start again and won't get a 2 hat time, or whether I'm somehow all right at this point, having fixed the problem. Don't know. Now, what's this? Can it be 8? No. So that's a 2. That's now 3. Okay, that was a helpful central cell white dot. Now I can do 1, 3, 9 at the bottom. I can do 2, 6, 7 at the top. That 6 has to connect. So 5 and 3. This 6 and 4 is done. 5, 4. Okay, that is reassuring that they end up being a pair on a dot that I didn't need. 8, 7, 6, 7, and hopefully, bingo. And then that's only 4 minutes and 9 seconds, including a fix of a digit there that had affected those two and the pencil marking here, which was where I found it. Ugh. Nasty taste in the mouth. Entirely my fault. Very nice puzzle by Clover. And luckily, I hadn't completely botched it with a typo. I know you'll be saying you should go more slowly, but I like to make these 2 hat times. It feeds my ego. Right, let's have a look at this rounding off Sudoku. Okay, let's go. So, 10 has to begin with a 1 and have a low number. Let's put in all of them. Then this 20 has to begin with a 2 and have a low number. Not 5. Come on, 5 rounds up. I know that. That's now not 2. And that's not 1. So that's a 3, 4 pair. So we can't round down this time. We have to round up from 60 something. Could be a 5 this time. Now this 30. No, don't know how to use that. 20, 30, 40. Not so obvious. Oh, there's a 90. Right. 8 and a big number. Then the 80s, hang on, how can they both be 80s in the same row? Oh, I've got this wrong, that's how. This can be a 9. For some reason I thought 90 was the highest roundup you could do. It's not. You could have 100, couldn't you? So, okay, these cells are a 7, 8, 9 triple, and that one, which rounds to 90, can't be a 7. Now, one of these two is rounding up from 70 something and is using the 6, no, or a 5, bother, to round up. The other two are rounding down. I don't know how to use that. That's really annoying. That can't be a 2, so it's a 1 and a rounding up number. That can't be a 4, so it's a 3 and a rounding up number. That can't be a 6, so it's a 5 and a rounding up number. That can't be a 6, so it's a 7 and a rounding down number. 57613. So the other cells in this column are 2, 8 and 9. So one of them will allow a rounding down here, and the other an up. That can't be a 5, so that's a 4, and this rounds up. This can't be a 2, so it's a 3, and this rounds down with a 2 specifically. It sees the other low digits. That's become a 4, that's become a 3. 483291. We've got 5 here. It can't be anything higher, and this is low. And these are 6 and 7, which are making these round up. So that's a 7, that's a 6. Okay, that's a little deadly pattern that we can fill in thanks to the cages. This is not a 7, so this now must be 82 rounding down. That's 91 rounding down. This is a high digit, so that's a 4. This can't be 6 or 7, it's a 5. This is high, 8 or 9. That is a naked 2. That's a 3. That's a 1. Gosh. Balancing all this in your head is not absolutely simple. Now, it actually helps to talk it through with you. 6 there. This is 2 or 3. This one can't be a 3, so that's 2. This rounds up. 5, 6, 8 or 9. That can't be 6 or 7 anymore. 2 in the box is there. It is time, I fear, to do some Sudoku here. 6, 2, 5, this row. 3, 4 and 5 to fit in. Not obvious to me how that works. Top row? No. Gosh, where do we go? 6 in box 1, then 7, then 5, then 9. Box 1's finished, intriguingly. 7, 6, 2. These are from 3, 4 and 8. Don't have to have a 4. Top row, yes. 5 goes there. This is 8 or 9, so now we get a 7. 6, 8, 9, 4, 5, 7. That's a 1, that's 2, that's 3. 1, 7, 9, triple across there. 6 and an 8 still to place. I'm looking down this row, this column. We get 5 there. 8, 9 as a pair. That becomes a 6. 3, 4, 7 to place. I can do the 4. Yes, I can do the others. That is 8. That's 6. That's 8. 2, 3 pair to go. There we go. This needs a 4, 5, 8, 5, 6, 7. I'm sure this is straightforward. That's become a 1. That's now a 4. That's a 3. That's a 9. Oh, it feels a very bitty solve. 3, 6, 1, 8, 9. Can't be a 4. 5, 8 pair. That's a 4. 5, 7 here. That fixes the 5, 8. Doesn't fix the 8, 9 yet. They're not done. 4, 7, 5, 1, 2, 3. That's a 9. That's 6 in the column. So 8, 9, 8, 9, 8. 5 minutes 49. I'm sure they've been generous with the time for that puzzle, so I reckon I get the 2 hats. And I mean, that's an interesting set of puzzles. Very nice. Really enjoyed the whole set, actually. Thanks to Clover, Bill and Philip again for their efforts. They really do produce the most excellent gas puzzles, and it's our privilege to get to have a go at them. Thank you for watching along with me, and hope to see you again next time on the channel. Bye for now.